Hey guys, so I have gotten quite a few requests for information on how to propagate and grow African violets in hydro, which is either full water culture or semi-hydro, which is the method that I tend to use more often. I find it so much easier because there are less fungus gnats. I have less problems with overwatering because you can't possibly overwater if you do it the way that I've set up this process. I like to use plastic cups because they're easy to get a hold of. You can recycle from a restaurant. They're transparent, so you could look in to see how your cuttings are developing. And they're easy to work with. You can easily make a drainage hole for your reservoir in order to flush out the water and nutrient solution. You can also use clay pebbles, also known as leca, or lava rock. I tend to prefer lava rock because it wicks moisture higher up in the media than clay pebbles, but either substrate will work just fine. You can do multiple leaf cuttings in one container like you see here, or you could just put one in the center. Your drainage hole should be a little bit higher than halfway up the cup. This gives you an option and flexibility with how much water and nutrient solution you want to keep in your reservoir. If you make the hole too low, you'll kind of be limited to how much you can put in, and then you're going to have to refill more often than you would if you have a larger reservoir. Continue to keep your cuttings warm, well hydrated, and in a nice bright light. Keep it out of direct sunlight. I tend to use daylight LED bulbs. They seem to work the best for me. I get a lot of nice blooms and lush green growth. So I prefer to use daylight LED, but feel free to experiment on your own and see what works best for you in your environment. You'll see more and more leaf growth coming out of the petiole, out of the leaf stem. You'll see a crown developing where the new plant is. And if you're lucky, you'll even get more than one plant. In this next image, you'll see I have like 2 or 3 crowns that grew from that one leaf cutting, which is very exciting. The only thing is, it's probably better when they get a little bit bigger to separate them out to be their own individual plants, because otherwise they'll get too crowded. The leaves will get a little bit deformed when they're trying to reach for the light, so it's better to just separate them. Here is a good image of a smaller cup that I use and where I place the drainage hole, a little higher than halfway up, and I keep my reservoir of water. And once you get your crown growing and you have nice roots, you could start adding in like quarter strength fertilizer, plant food, which works really, really well. Make sure it's hydroponic plant food, and you should be on your way. This is what it will look like, I guess, a few months to a year after you have your newly developed plant. I hope you found this very helpful and interesting, so please, if you haven't, subscribe and share with your friends and your family, and give a thumbs up. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when I upload, and I will see you in the next video.